Hey everyone, how's it going? Grizzly Bear here with another TF2 video. And if you guys heard, Valve has cut the price in half for the Tough Break campaign. It's now $3. A lot of people in the community are up in arms, they're throwing a fit. But my opinion is if you can't pay $6 but you can pay $3, you shouldn't be spending any money on this game anyway. So I'm fine with it. It means Valve can sell more passes, which means it's more money for the people who made the maps. I'm fine with that. As I see it, there are three goals of campaigns. One of the goals is to keep players playing, and they can do this by contracts. It's kind of like daily quests in some other games. You get a reward when you complete it. It keeps you logging in a couple times a week, but it also provides us with something new. It entertains us. And at the end of the day, more people playing equals more people buying things, which equals more money for Valve, which is another goal of the campaigns. Make money. Valve's a company, that's their goal. They want to make money. They're not the only ones that want to make money though. The people who make these maps want to make money. So that's the third goal of the campaign. Benefit map makers. This was a problem that plagued the mapping community for a couple of years. How do we make money from maps? Maps aren't something that TF2 sells. This isn't Call of Duty. They don't put a bunch of maps in a map pack and sell them. That wouldn't work. What Valve used to do was they would just write a check to the person. They just give them a lump sum and say, here you go, the map is ours, here's your money, and then you could get money off of map stamps, which, let's be honest, those aren't very effective. Nobody wants to buy those. So that was kind of a problem with map makers, but campaigns have solved that a little bit. So let's take a little bit better look at the campaigns. First campaign we had was Gunmetal. It started back in July of 2015. Everybody liked this update. It was a new experience, had some new maps, there were weapon balances. These were things that the community had been wanting. But it also introduced a tiered crate system and some skins. Some people loved the skins, some people didn't love the skins. So that's kind of a double-edged sword. So it's a little good and a little bad. The second campaign was Invasion. It came right off the heels of Gunmetal, all community made. Everybody was a little bit more iffy about this one. Instead of paying $6, you only had to pay $2. But when you paid $2, you didn't get contracts. You didn't get skins, you got crate drops. So a bunch of people in the community were upset because you were paying $2 to basically get crates that you'd have to pay another $2.50 to open. Not the best move. Right after Invasion was Tough Break, the current campaign. Same as Gunmetal, didn't really bring anything new. It was just new maps, contracts with skins as rewards, and more weapon balances. These are all fine and dandy, but I think everybody was a little tired of the whole contract idea by now. Let's look at the numbers. Gunmetal sold 145,000 campaign passes. Invasion sold 80,000. That's just a little over half the amount that Gunmetal sold. Tough Break only sold 50,000. Once again, sales dropped almost 50% since the last campaign. So why is that? Why is there such a huge difference in the passes sold? And I think there's a few reasons. Gunmetal was the first time a campaign was introduced in TF2. Hype was high. I personally bought 4 Gunmetal passes for multiple accounts, so the numbers might be inflated. But everybody liked this update. It had been all over YouTube. People were praising it, so people bought in. Invasion started right after Gunmetal. There wasn't a whole lot of time to recover. It was boom boom. You paid $6, 1 week later, you paid $2, except for this time, your only rewards were crates and you had to pay money to open those. So everybody kind of saw that and they're like, it's kind of a cash grab. After Invasion, or should I say during Invasion, was Halloween. Before Invasion even ended, Halloween started, and at this point the contract gimmick was kind of starting to lose its appeal. People didn't have to pay to participate in Halloween, and because of this, the map makers didn't get a portion of campaign passes. Instead, they received a portion of the Gargoyle Key sales. Right after Halloween, everybody was going, okay, it's time for Smithmas. We're all hyped for Smithmas. We want those festive weapons. And instead, we got Tough Break. The only thing Smithmas related was the festivizers, and players like myself were upset at a lack of designated festives and many other Smithmas traditions. I think all of these issues, combined with the burnout on all these updates and the disappointment from not having an official Smithmas update, led to lower sales on Tough Break. That leads to the main question here. Are campaigns still an effective way for Valve to make money while supplying players with quality content? Because let's face it, players are wising up. The only reason to buy a pass is if you want to participate in contracts. If you want the skins, you can just buy them off the Steam market a few weeks after the update is dropped. If you want to unbox the cases, you can just buy those off the market. There's no reason to buy the pass unless you want to do contracts. And for some people, the contracts are kind of a chore. I mean, I like the contracts, but when I get one for a class I don't enjoy playing or a map I don't like, I don't really want to do it. So what's the solution? Time seems to be running out for Valve. What can be done to bring back value to the campaigns? I don't have the answer. I'm sorry to say it, but I thought maybe you guys would. So let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section below. What would make buying campaign passes worth it for you? That's all I gotta say. I think this is an issue that needs to be addressed before the next campaign. So I think it'd be great if the community could come together and find a solution. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
This is Heavy Weapons Guy. Thank you for watching Grizzly Berry. Now click that little red button. Ha ha!